Hello, in this video, I would like to talk about using elastic bands to exercise when you have CP. Now, the elastic bands I'm referring to look something like this. Now, depending on which brand you get, they may look a little different, maybe in different colors. I believe that red one is a medium strength resistance. So, in my experience, elastic bands, although they try to serve a good purpose, don't really work that well in reality. Part of the reason for this, if we just take a hamstring stretch, for example, is because although doing a hamstring stretch using these bands may hurt less than having somebody perform a hamstring stretch on you, in order to use those bands to do a hamstring stretch yourself, you must round your back a bit. And anytime your back comes off the floor, for example, when you're lying on the floor to do a hamstring stretch, anytime you come off the floor and round your back to perform such a stretch, it is not proper form, and you will get minimal results from the stretch. You may even do the stretch so improperly that you put yourself at risk for injury. Now, I don't want to be too negative on the elastic band usage, but I do think there are definitely some limitations that are inherent in their usage. Now, there may be a way to get around this rounding of the back issue, but I feel even if you use them in a seated position, there is always a tendency for your back to come forward. It is very difficult to keep your back up straight like this and to use those bands. Most likely, what is going to happen is, as you have an arm on each band, or each side of the band, your back will come forward like this in a rounded stance, and this is not what you want. So just keep that in mind and do your best to keep your back straight like this. Now, that is always a challenge with somebody with CP, but this is partly why people with CP that use these bands may not be using them properly and may not even realize that they are doing so, and may, worse yet, put themselves at risk for an injury.